All right, June 10th, late video today. So Tesla announced a 3-for-1 split. That's nice. Well, time to get straight into the stories. So yesterday, oh actually, I forgot to turn on the lights. All right, now that we can see. Yesterday somebody said they couldn't read the right whiteboard, so I erased everything and I wrote it bigger. I listened to your suggestions. So we're up here. I know I crossed this out yesterday without talking about it, but fun fact, in Maple Story, I think I was like 16 or 17 years old. I was #1 wild hunter in the whole world, because I remember that class was being released on one of the summers when I was still in high school, and then I told myself I'm gonna be #1. So I right when the patch dropped, I downloaded it, and then that was kind of like my practice to see how efficient and how good, like how streamlined I could do things. And this was on Scania, so that's the biggest server, and I didn't have any advantage like transferring expensive items or something. I just played it raw from blank, because I didn't have any other accounts that I probably forgot my passwords and all that, so I just started out blank. And yeah, I played from the first minute it opened, and I grinded really hard. Every day was at least like 16 hours ish. I only stopped to sleep, to eat, and to drink water. That's and yeah, at 16 hours every day for about probably 2 months. I remember in the beginning it was there's a leaderboard and I was like somewhere in the top, but then it got to a point that I was #1 and I started gapping everybody. And when I was like 100, level 130 or 140 something, my account got banned. And that's with me buying experience cards, the ×2 EXP cards. So I got banned, and obviously I lost my first place. And then after like a week, they unbanned me because they realized I wasn't botting. I was just a person that was being very mechanical and efficient, just going back and forth. Because every time somebody came by and was like, "Are you a bot?" I'd say like no or something to prove that I was a human. But I got banned anyways. I guess it was because so many people reporting me, because they thought like there's no way he's like 10 levels higher than second place. So yeah, they banned me, and then they unbanned me, and then I wasn't #1 anymore. And then they gave me a refund on all my EXP cards, and that was it. They didn't like level me back up or anything into first place. But that was my one time that I was #1 in the world in Maple Story. So that's that story. Let's see. We'll go to senior project, since that was still part of high school. So we had to do a senior project, and I decided I wanted to make money for my senior project. And I didn't know it at the time, but it was me teaching and learning how, well, I guess I already knew how to do it. I was just doing it naturally. It was how to cost control basically, and do like food costs. Because so my senior project was basically, and you can't make money off of your senior project, so I just like donate it. That's so I donated to the IHS, Institute of Human Services, to help feed homeless people. So yeah, my goal was to make money. So I decided, like, I was thinking like, what do you have in high school that people will buy no matter what? Food. Because it's either eat cafeteria food or buy a bag of chips from that one classroom or whatever. But then I thought, I'm gonna have actual hot food. So I made this like whole menu of things that were easy. Like I got Arizonas, I got Gatorades, um, bags of popcorn that we would pop, and then I had all different types of spam musubis that I would hire my friends. Basically, the day before, after school, they would all come to my house and they would help me make musubis. And then there was, let's say, there's like 8 of us. You just rotate out. Half of the people would be playing Super Smash Brothers, and then half of them would be making musubis. And then also, as part of their payment, they got like food credit for the days that they helped me. So that, I guess that was my labor cost. And I bought all the ingredients from Costco, and I didn't Google like how to do food costs. It was just, well, this bag of rice costs this much. How many portions come out of it? And then like spam, how many slices do you get out of a can of spam, and oil and soy sauce and all that stuff. And so that was my first intro into costing food. And yeah, I ended up donating about $2,000 for my senior project, and I was allowed to sell food for 2 weeks. So that was that. When I graduated high school, I had a choice, or not really a choice. There was 2 things I wanted to do. Is either go to UH for business or go to KCC, Culinary Institute of the Pacific, for culinary school. And I figured culinary school eventually turns into a business, as you can see today. But yeah, I ended up going that path, and yeah, it's what I did. So I'm stuck with that now. Now that I think back on it, I probably would have been richer if I went the other path, but I think I would have been less fulfilled because I wouldn't have been in the food industry. And then I would probably be wondering like, oh, what if I did food and all that? But so yeah, no regrets. That's when I graduated high school, I went to culinary school. While I was still in high school, I got my first cooking job. This was right after I quit the law office. I was a dishwasher, salad, and fry cook at a pizza place. I never had a kitchen job before, so it was interesting because it was like you're standing up and you have to physically move your hands and all that. And I think when I was a dishwasher, that's when I first learned how to, like, my mentality was always to do it efficiently and fast. So whenever dishes would come to a dish pit, it wouldn't be like wash one thing and move slow and whatever. My goal was always to get as much done as possible. So it was like wash it and do the dunk and and then dry it, and then all right, keep going. And yeah, that was my first taste of how to maintain a station. Like keep it clean, don't make a mess, because if you make a mess you have to clean it up later and all that. But eventually, after I could do the dishes, which was only like a day or 2, then they started getting me involved in the food too. So it's a pizza place, so mainly they sell pizza, but still they would have salads and stuff fried too, and then I would be prepping too. So I kind of was basically like a kitchen helper and just did everything except for the pizzas. So they started teaching me how to like what the process was and calling tickets, and it was like Kenny, 2 orders of chicken or whatever, and I would go to the fryer, and then they would call me a salad, so I would have to cross the whole kitchen because one bottom left corner was a salad station, and then this is the pizza, and then over here is the dish pit, and then over here is the fryer. So I had to walk quite some distance to get from the fryer to the salad station. But yeah, that taught me how to manage multiple stations at one time, and like how to be efficient. Like, and then another thing too is priority. Washing dishes is not a priority, making the food is a priority. And yeah, that was my first job. Not really anything to complain about there. It was just simple food. That would probably be it. But as far as what you want to learn when you're 16, 17 years old. You can't ask for any more than that. How much time is that? Oh, 10 minutes on the dot.